Hey everyone, Brian with Spicy Astrobites here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm entering my third day out here at a remote observing site for the Messier Marathon for 2025. The Messier Marathon basically is an event that I believe is probably hosted by various organizations around the world, but at ideal times for that location. But basically, during this time, there's the ability to observe or image all 110 Messier objects if you're very dedicated to it. So the first object sets right around sunset, and the last object rises right around sunrise. So it's a very challenging thing to take on, but it's fun, so a lot of people come out here. This particular event is hosted by Saguaro Astronomy Club and East Valley Astronomy Club here in Arizona. I think SAC, Saguaro Astronomy Club, has been the main organizer for this event for several years. I'm not sure when it first started, but my first event was probably about 6 or 7 years ago. And so we've had to, things have changed. We've had to move the site due to development and things like that. But we're at the new site here, and it's been pretty good. There's lots of light coming from Phoenix, obviously, and then to the west to Quartzsite and Blythe and LA. But I don't know exactly who's responsible for what light, but it's there. Last night, I actually set up my telescope to try to image all of the Messier objects using Target Scheduler, and we ended up getting some clouds in about 10:30. The forecast was saying closer to about 1 a.m. is when we'd start to see more cloud coverage, but in actuality, it was much sooner, and cleared up a little bit here and there. I didn't stay up for the whole night, and after taking a look at the results, I think I only got about maybe 40 objects, which is okay, but it'd be nice to get all 110 and create maybe like a little collage to commemorate the event and the year. So tonight, I have my 152 out here. It's covered up back there. Tonight, typically I do imaging, right? But tonight what I'm gonna do is actually probably pop the camera off and put in an eyepiece and try to figure out how those things work. Because, it is a darker sky than at home, and I haven't really looked through the Stellarvue SVX 152T the way that it should be. It's great for imaging and visual, but sometimes it's nice to just see those photons hitting your eyeball directly, right? So that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully have some people come over and take a look at it. That's what it's all about with these star parties. I don't think I'll realistically observe all 110 objects, but I'm going to dance around the sky and see which ones I can get. So that'll be neat, and should try to stay up as late as I can. All right, here we are a little bit later in the day. So I wanted to kind of give you a tour of my mobile setup this time. This isn't typically the size scope that I would take out in the field, just because it's a whole lot, but it's fun to look through when you have really dark skies, right? So it gives an opportunity for other people to take a look at it and look through a larger refractor, assuming that there's not another one at the star party. So this is kind of like a smaller star party. A lot of people bring out Dobbs because of the nature of the event. But so anyway, I'll flip this around and kind of give you a rundown, and try not to pay too much attention to the dangling cords. This is a portable setup, so tear down setup isn't, it's not a big deal to keep things perfect. All right, so there it is. This is the SVX 152T from Stellarvue. It is an f8 1200 millimeter focal length triplet refractor. I've gone over it in an unboxing video in one of my previous videos, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out if you want to learn more about the finer details. But I guess I'll start with the power source. I just have a Life PO4 battery that I'm currently charging with a 100-watt suitcase style solar panel. It's really convenient. It doesn't take very long. In one night, this 100 amp hour Life PO4 battery uses probably about 25% when it's doing a lot of sloughs. You can see I set up a tarp. This is just to help keep things out of the dirt and make sure that if anything gets dropped, it's easy to find. On the battery box itself, I have a really simple cigarette socket connector, and then I use this splitter here. Not the best way to go, but it's worked for me. And you know, I just have two main power sources I need, so splitter made sense. It's got a built-in reader in it that tells you how many volts the battery is producing, so it gives you an idea of like if it's been overcharged or something. Maybe you don't want to plug in your gear yet. 10 micron there connects into the mount head, and then there's also the keypad over there that some people like to use. I use the virtual keypad. It's kind of a nice feature of the 10 micron. So if you're remoting into a computer that's connected to the 10 micron to give it instructions, you can actually pull up the virtual keypad, and it's an identical copy. It mirrors the keypad. So anything that you do on the keypad, virtual keypad happens on the physical keypad, and vice versa. So it's pretty cool. I have the ASI 1600 Cool. So it's a kind of an older model, but it checks out. I've got the filter wheel here, 7-position ZWO electronic filter wheel. The reducer, or not reducer, this is just a field flattener. The 3.5-inch feather touch focuser, and then goes into the 152. Up top I have a mini PC and Ultimate Power Box, Pegasus Ultimate Power Box version 1, and that really just powers the camera and the computer. And then I have a weather connection here on the Ultimate Power Box, which is nice, so you can keep track of like temperatures, ambient temperatures, while you're imaging, and that gets stored in the FITS headers. And then of course it has the focus motor controller, which then is attached here. Don't mind the dust, that's from being in an observatory most of the time. I tried to wipe it clean. So yeah. All right, so here we are. This is day 4, I think it is. So Sunday morning. It is after the Messier Marathon. The official Messier Marathon night was last night. Although, you know, people who participate do it over a couple nights or a few nights or even a week. Some people have been out here for a long time. So anyway, I got 109 objects, and that's my personal best. And I was really shooting for the 110, obviously everyone does. I did visual, and I was using a 15 millimeter eyepiece in the SVX 152. I think M30, that's the last object that you get a shot at. The final object, it began to rise close to 5 o'clock in the morning, and then of course sunrise comes not too long after that. So the sun starts to bleed out the sky. But typically, if you can get a good low horizon and it's, you know, not cloudy, then you have a decent shot at it. And of course, it has to be the right time of year, right? So that's why they schedule it during this time frame in March, at least where we're at. It changes based on your latitude, really. So as far as I understand. So the issue is, for me, was number one, clouds. We were getting clouds to the east over Phoenix, but also I'm going to turn this around and show you where M30 decided to poke its head up. Right there. It followed right up the middle of that tree. So I was seeing some stars poke through, but not enough to where I would comfortably say that I saw the object, so I didn't count it. So anyway, it's a fun event. You guys should try it out sometime. If you haven't done it already, try it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if this is the content you like, and I'll see you next time.